And if I'm early, I am so happy that we have a chance every week to do our reset where we are grateful, we are intentional, because those are two power plays to be grateful, to be intentional. So we usually start out with gratitude, whether when you come in the room, whether you're live or on the replay, it would be great if you would put what you're grateful for in the chat because gratitude expressed, especially expressed in community, is incredibly valuable, both for the person who is expressing their gratitude and the people who are listening to your gratitude. It's like it is contagious, and I'm all for being contagious with our gratitude. Hi, Miss M. So good to see you. I'm glad you made it. Catherine, you're at lunch. I'm happy you're at lunch and I'm happy that you're here. Yay. I'd love to hear what you're grateful for. Hi, Mrs. Paula. All the cool kids are in the house. I am very grateful that I'm here in the Pittsburgh area and I'm happy to still be coming live. I'm hopeful that we don't have too much barking. If we have barking, it's okay. This little guy seems pretty peaceful, don't you think? He looks pretty peaceful. That's my little partner, Mr. C. Mr. G is around here somewhere. But anyway, if you like to say we're grateful for, I'm grateful that it's peaceful here this morning. I'm grateful that I took an incredible morning walk. I found a trail. I don't know if Can Row will be here today, but I found a trail that is a rail trail. It is the longest suburban rail trail in the country. And it's right, like you can see this house from the trail, which I discovered yesterday. And yesterday, when I discovered it was the longest suburban rail trail, I'm like, okay, I need to go, I need to start. I need to start at the very beginning, just like in The Sound of Music, because it's a very good place to start. So off I went this morning, went to the very beginning. I even wrote a poem. I mean, that tells you how wonderful it is. So it's good to see everyone who is here. Grateful for nice warm weather. That is always a pleasure, Miss M. It is still chilly here where I am. In fact, this morning, 38 degrees when I walked out for my walk. 38 degrees. And this sweater is not very thick, but I was able to enjoy it anyway. Hi, Eva Dram. Is that how you say your name? Good to see you. I don't think that you've been here before. I want to say hello. I'm Julie. So good to see you. So good to have you in the house. We're talking about what we are grateful for. It can be something big, it can be something little. It can be something as insignificant as I like that purple on my top. It makes me feel happy and all purpley. Oh, Mrs. Paula is grateful about Catherine's husband being a published author. I know his books sound amazing. I'm grateful that Miss Pam came here. Hello, this is Pam. I'm so grateful to see you. I'm happy that my friends are here. I'm grateful that you are here. I'm grateful that new people are here. I'm grateful that I found that trail and I started at the very beginning today, which was really, really fun. I even found a connector trail that I'll go to tomorrow. I'm grateful that I reached out to Miss Sally, haven't heard back from her today. I also reached out for someone who was involved with Logmas, um, and she's a dear friend of mine from Periscope days. So I may get together with two Periscope ladies, which will be really fun. Periscope, for those of you who don't remember, is a live streaming app. I started live streaming in 2015. I used to go live every single day, multiple times a day on this app. Grew to 5,000 followers rather quickly. It was a different world back then. And I'm happy for it. So I'm thrilled to get together with Coach Mo and Rose. That will be happening on Thursday. So, okay, you speak German, English, and Russian. Well, we hope you'll speak English in here so we can all understand what you're saying. Hello, good to see you, Dana. Hi, Dana. Now, Dana is also nearby. Dana, I would love it if you'd reach out to me. I would especially love to meet you if at all possible, since we're both autism moms. And one thing I was thinking about with you, Dana, is that when had a younger son, I was really concerned about things like puberty. And nobody talked about this stuff. So I love to work with thank you so much. I'm so grateful that you liked and sub. Thank you. I really would love to chat with you if you'd like some kind of support in that direction. I'd be happy to help out. It'd be nice to meet you in person. Not that I'll want or eat any cookies. Anyway, I'm grateful for the camaraderie that is here. We're just 4 minutes in, and I feel the energy, and that's what happens with gratitude. It is such a strong form of energy. It's like injecting love. It's like it's like taking a little vitamin, a love vitamin, when you hear what other people are grateful for. So, hi, Canro, how are you? I just invoked you. Because I found a really fun trail that I literally can see when we have our talk on the porch, which is actually a deck out here in Pittsburgh. But I walked it before right down the from here. It's hard to describe. It's off Cliff Mine Road, and I was so happy that I was able to realize it, and then I got a map, and then I found out that it's 48 miles up to 60 miles. It's this huge thing, and I started walking it. I walked it yesterday, I walked it today. I'm gonna walk it every day that I'm here. So, I missed something. Uh, 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 uh. Hello, Cheryl, good to see you. So, Pam says she's grateful that piano lessons are winding down, ready for the recital to be over. I'm sure the recital will be lovely. I've never done a piano recital, although I did take a piano class in college. It ruined my GPA for that semester. I mean, it was only a 1 unit class, but I got an average grade instead of my usual, which is higher than average grade. But I enjoyed it. I just never learned to do it very well. It's okay, Mr. C. Okay, Mr. C's coughing a little bit. All right. Good to see everyone. Let's see. We're talking about Ava's talking about language. You spent last night in Gettysburg? That is so excited. So you were in PA too. That's exciting. I'm grateful that you were in Gettysburg, and I'm grateful that you are back. It's good to see you. Um, I have not visited Gettysburg. Can you believe this? I'm grateful that there's lots of places left to visit. I'm always grateful for that. I'm grateful that there are more places and spaces that I haven't encountered. So, some of you may have seen my short from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. That place is a blast. In fact, I think I'll go back there on Saturday because I didn't it was raining when I was there, and I have an umbrella. In fact, my umbrella is right in front of me because my usual is I leave it in the car and like, "Julie, it's supposed to rain this week, so you need to have your umbrella handy." And I'm grateful that I have this umbrella. This is an old school looking it's like, can you tell from the fabric if you were a kid, like, in the '70s? And by kid, I mean elementary kid. Um, you can this umbrella has, like it, like, makes, like, a dome thing, and we loved these when I was in middle school. We loved these umbrellas. Ava, please speak only in English while you're here. I'd appreciate that. Um, all right. I hope it goes great too. So you gave your students an option to sing or play. Well, that's cool. I have done a sort of recital for my voice class that I took. The voice class that took me to theater. What's matter, Cooper? I don't know if you can hear Cooper. Roger, they're really cute. I'm hoping that I can make some videos with this thing because I will be out walking every morning this week and continuing. I'm working on a streak, y'all. I'm working on a streak. But I have it inside and I have to keep it up off the ground because they have a Roomba type vacuum that goes around the whole downstairs. So it can't just be sitting like up against something. So I had it on the table. I love the umbrella too. I can't wait to use it. So I want to say Kane Rose said they spent the day driving to points along the AT for planning purposes. Well, that's really cool. Hang on just a second. I think you might want to go outside. And so we're going to go over here. And I'm grateful that for dogs that communicate. Do you want to go outside, Cooper? Is that what you're wanting? Is that what you're wanting? There we go. Yeah, you want to go outside. Do you want to go outside? We'll go outside. We'll all go outside. The whole family will go outside so y'all can see how beautiful this is.
I am grateful for this yard. I'm grateful for this deck. Look at this. I am so glad that you stayed at Gettysburg. I am actually going back through Brookville on my way back because I have managed to fall in love with the town of Brookville. On my last day of my cross country trip, I happened to go to Brookville. Hey, George. George, want to say hi to everybody? This is George. I know. This is George. Say hi. Hi. Um, George is huge. But I just happened to go by Brookville, and there's scripture. I think it's called Scripture Mountain Trail or something. And because it was raining, I didn't want to get all muddy on my way into the house sit, so I didn't hike there. And I want to hike there. And something else I want to do is look at a couple of properties. I know that might sound crazy, but I found a duplex for sale and I found an incredible home for sale. And I'm like, okay, I found this place by total accident. I also thought of UK and Row because I went to a distillery where they do moonshine tasting. And I said, moonshine tasting? And the lady was great. I took video of her, the owner of the distillery. And I said, I'll come back with friends. I don't want to taste moonshine by myself. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mrs. Paul. Looks like you took something out. The deck is fabulous. Okay. George is George, what are you? Yes, I believe George is Great Pyrenees. Here's another view of George. George keeps me very good company. He is beautiful. Cooper went down, so I don't know where Cooper went to, but we're just gonna sit here and continue with our gratitude. I really love when dogs communicate, though. It's one of the best things about pet sitting is when the dogs communicate and you respond to them. So, all right. It is a nice yard. I'm very grateful. It is beautiful. I really love it. Let me go back so you can see the sky, not just see the I want to make sorry for that shot there, you guys. Um, this is where we'll be on the porch on Friday morning. And you can see the sunrise right over there. Now I can't see hardly anything you're saying. You can see the sunrise in this direction, sunset in this direction. This is definitely a Julie space. One of the properties that I'm looking at has a wraparound porch. And I was talking to Kim, one of my friends, and I said, if that porch is eastern facing, I'm in trouble, or I'm in luck, or I'm blessed. Depends upon the outcome, right? All right. So we've talked about gratitudes. And the other thing that we talk about in our weekly reset is intentions. And with intentions, we look at what we want to do, how we want to feel, how we want to be, or who we want to be with our intentions. So, one of the intentions I'm working on, and I actually chatted with someone on the post today, is peace and confidence, peaceful confidence, something I'm actively working on. I know it is a beautiful backdrop. In fact, don't be surprised at one showing up in my feed this week. Um, Another intention that I have is to stay on track and to really work on while I'm house sitting my daily walk routine and also my work routine. So far, I'm 0 for 2. Well, actually, I've gone walking every day, but I do not have my work rituals going yet. So, okay. All right. So, Paula has to feed her body better. Yeah, I need a mint julep. Yeah. You mean you don't want me to have whiskey out here or moonshine? I actually bought some moonshine while I was there at the distillery, and I'm saving it for when my son comes to New Jersey and we'll have I said we can have a moonshine tasting. He'll be there in September. And he said that'd be cool. And he doesn't drink. My son doesn't drink. So I mean he drinks extremely rarely, even more rarely than I drink, which is like I can count on my hands how many times a year. But anyway. Intention is to sit outside in the sun. Your vitamin D is very low. That's a good idea, Miss M. Being outside is always it cheers me up. It definitely cheers me up. Kay and Rose talking about that he saw Allison roll down her hill, not roll down Paula's hill. That was great. I love that. I really love that. Mrs. Paula, you get sleepy when you drink a cocktail, do you? I was talking to so I had a PET scan on Wednesday, which went fine. Don't know the results yet, won't know it for a while. But when I was getting the IV put in, I asked her to use my left arm rather than my right hand. It's like, don't put a needle in my right hand, please. And so she found the place to put the needle, and I said, "Thank you, you did a really good job." And, it didn't hurt, and she said, "Oh, yeah, it was pretty deep." And I said, "It's deep, just like me." And then I proceeded to talk about how when I have just a little bit to drink, I get extremely philosophical. And if I have a little bit more to drink, I am ready to solve the world's problems, each and every one. And I have very entertaining, very deep conversations. Oh, you rolled down a hill once, Miss M? That's great. And Catherine's talking about food and supplements for vitamin D. Can do it that way. Yes. And it being out in the sun just feels good. I'm like, it just feels so good. I'm trying to do all kinds of things with my health. Um, and I appreciate the prayers that y'all send my way as I'm continuing to get doing things with my current situation. If you want to know what that is, you could watch the video about cliffing, when life keeps cliffing. So, okay, some more intentions. I know a lot of you probably have some really good, strong intentions. Um, Many of you who are working in schools or school adjacent, finishing out the year strong is one that often comes up. I know some schools are already done for the year. That's amazing. Um, this is a time of year when I start getting wistful because there's no more, my kids are all graduated. Oh, one thing I'm grateful for, by the way, is that my daughter's now made it public that she's pregnant so I can talk about it. If I haven't talked about it yet, I'm grateful that my daughter is pregnant. And my intention is to, again, stay peaceful while she's pregnant. One video cut that I'm thinking of making is about pregnancy and grannying. So that may be coming too. Oh, your cat is going for a CT scan of her head tomorrow. Oh my goodness, having some sort of inner ear thing. Well, wow, that's incredible. Does she get any kind of like, does she go to sleep for that? Or I'm trying to figure out how they would do that with a cat. So I hope it helps. I hope it helps a lot. Thank you for the congratulations. Thank you. She's due in September. So she's visibly pregnant. Um, but I haven't it's hers to share, not mine. So now that she has shared, I can share with others. Mild sedation. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that sedation too. I hope the kitty will be fine. And I hope that you get answers. That's what's so difficult is when we don't have the answers. So hopefully the CT scan will help with that. Um, One of my frustrations with my testing is like I want to take over for the doctors. I'm like, let me be in control. Let me order the test. I know what's going on, and maybe I don't, but and because I'm getting my health care in Maryland, it requires planning and driving a lot. So anyway, you hear that? Can you guys hear the birds today? Anyway, ever since the other day when you couldn't hear the church bells, I'm like, oh my goodness, what can people hear? And I wonder how Judith is doing. I don't think Judith is here. I intend to make the most of my time here. It looks like the next door neighbor has bird feeders. because the birds are just all over the yard and there's a whole bunch of bird feeders. I need to make friends with those people. But the trail that I was talking about is right down there. And I made a video yesterday and I said, "Oh, the house is right up there." It is so fun to get connected when you're in a city. My intention is to keep that up. Yes. I agree, I agree. So, Pam just made a really great point about intention. She said she wanted to say that her intention is to get her garden and so much work done outside, but she thinks it's better to treat yourself with kindness and enjoy life. And, because I like to live from the "and" space, which is maybe some of enjoying life is to do some of that planting, but not to do it with that frenetic energy, but to do it with joyful energy. And to not have a, I will plant every single plant and it will be absolutely perfect. But just, yeah, I'm gonna put those plants in today and I'm going to experiment with them and take my time with it. So that's just a thought from the peanut gallery over here. Also someone who occasionally works herself into a frazzle, so take that for what it will. By the way, if you're just coming in, if you would like the video, if you haven't yet, I would appreciate that. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. I also have a premiere tomorrow, so I'm just gonna do a little plug. I'm having a premiere tomorrow, I believe at 8:30 AM Pacific time, um, for my video. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, my video here tomorrow is a video that's local to me that I took months ago. Um, but I think you'll like it. It includes walking on a trail. It includes me pontificating, completely sober pontificating, getting deep on a trail. And then I go to a museum in Milford that has a very important artifact from American history from the Civil War era. So you'll want to come to that premiere or at least watch it when you have a chance. Um, it's okay, George Hurd Cooper. Yeah, watch it later. That's great if you can watch it later. Yes, Julie pontificates. Like I was saying, give me a glass of wine and you'll really hear me pontificating. Anyway, this was totally sober. And I was also gonna say, Miss M says, your great grandmother would always say, "I'm just sitting here, just enjoying life." And they'd say, "What are you doing, great grandma?" One time I was out with my mom. My mom was very, very run, 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 busy, busy, busy lady. And I would go for her on errands and I would sit in the car. And she would say, "What are you doing in the car?" And I said, "Oh, I am thinking. I'm just being here." And she said, "Oh, I can't do that. I can't just sit in the car and just be." And I said, well, sometimes, let's see if I have to get it exact. Sometimes when it looks like you're not doing any important work, you're doing the most important work of all. So, sitting contemplating, sitting meditating, sitting being present, sitting watching, as a poet, we're constantly observing, constantly sitting, constantly looking and listening. And so yeah, that's almost an art form, being. Okay, Miss M. Well, I'll be thinking about you for during your doctor's appointment. Be thinking of you, your doctor's appointment. It is nippy here. It is nippy here. So both dogs are down. This yard is like it's like a three-story situation, two stories, basement, and the yard is down on the basement level. So okay. I decided to try another premiere this week just because I'm experimenting, always, always, always experimenting. And I would say my intention is to continue to joyfully experiment. Again, to not to worry about the results as much as being in the game. So I'm grateful for that. Okay. Anyone else? Do you have any intentions you would like to set or any last minute gratitudes you would like to put in the chat? I'm grateful that I get to feel chilly for a while. I know that might sound strange, but I am grateful that I get to feel chilly for a bit. I'm grateful for the color of the sky behind me. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm grateful for the clouds. I'm grateful that it isn't full gray sky, but it is that beautiful blue, different shades of blue. Hey, Cooper. Cooper just came back. Look at the shades of the sky. I mean, isn't that amazing? I'm so grateful that I get to experience this, especially from this level. Hey, Cooper, Cooper. Cooper, Cooper. Cooper. Can you see? Hi. Hi, little one. Can you see Cooper? Hi, Cooper, Cooper. Hi, Cooper, Cooper. Am I making y'all too dizzy? I'm sorry. Oh, bye, Catherine. Walk a mile today, Catherine. That's excellent. Thank you so much for being here. So good to get out there walking. Okay. So that was Cooper. I hope you could see him. Hey, Ninj, good to have you here. I hope your blood work went okay. If you have any gratitude or intentions you'd like to put in the chat, that would be amazing. Did you see Cooper? Watch out. Here we go. Cooper. There's Cooper. I think Cooper wants to go inside now. I think Cooper is saying, "Hey, house sitter, could you please get up and let me in the house?" Yes, Cooper. Oh, he's back over this way. Hi, Cooper. I'll just sit here and laugh because Cooper is so darn cute. Okay. Okay, Cooper. We'll get you. We'll get you, baby. All right, so here we go again. There's that pretty view. And back we go into the house. I would say one of the fun things about house sitting is that you get to go to really cool places. You get to go to cool, different places. Okay, here we go. The other thing is, these dogs have me well trained. When they come in, what do they get? Good job out there, Cooper. That's not a pretty shot. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Oh, hey, Mike. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope your first thing wasn't me feeding the dog because that was not attractive at all. Oh my goodness. Coyotes. Coyote. I've howled with coyotes, and I'm grateful to tell you that story. I like that story. I like how y'all just jumped to it and got the coyote out and away. That is something to be grateful for. Yeah, I'm grateful Dylan was there too. Um, you were housing for your grandma, Miss M. Does your grandma live close by? That's really kind of you. I was talking about blood draws earlier also, and depth. My vein in my left arm is deep, but the phlebotomist was okay. She was good with that. So the cat was victorious. An intention. So here's one free from distance, Pam. My intention is that you are able to keep your cats in the neighborhood healthy throughout the week. That no wild coyotes come in and get the kitties because that's really bad. In Southern California, in Dana Point, actually, there were coyotes down the canyon, and they used to get, you have to be careful. I have never howled with a wolf. I've howled with coyotes, though. So nice to have everyone greeting one another. We have another minute and a half or so to go. And yes, health is super important. I would agree. On the intention, I would say one of my intentions for this week, besides peaceful confidence and enjoying myself while I'm here and walking every day, is to continue to take care of my health. So it's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. I didn't realize so many of us lived amongst coyotes. I know that there are coyotes near me in New Jersey, but I haven't seen one or heard one. I've just heard that they're there. I've seen bears and coyotes. I mean, bears and raccoons and skunks and woodchucks slash groundhogs. So
Hi, CL. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're glad that you're here. If you haven't yet shared your gratitudes, we have another minute or so to go. Oh, wow. A coyote call with our hands. That's so interesting. One of the things that I learned from hanging out with coyotes is they really like the sound of human laughter. Because that's how my friend and I attracted the coyotes was we were in the riverbed because this is what you do in California. You go out and hang out in the arroyo or the riverbed because there's not enough water, and you talk late at night and under the moon, and you laugh because everything is funny. So you definitely have them in Pennsylvania. Yes, Dana. So there might be coyotes right here in the neighborhood. So um but yes, that's how we discovered it because we were laughing. And then we would laugh and the coyote would howl. And then we would laugh and the coyote would howl. And then we just started howling with the coyotes. And in fact, when last, not this last trip, but trip before last to California, this same friend of mine, she had a big loss in her family. And I said, "What would you like to do?" She now lives in Oregon. "What would you like to do together?" She said, "Can we go to the riverbed and howl?" So that's what we did. In the middle of the night, we went out and howled with coyotes. Hello, Rhonda. Happy to see you here. I'm so glad. I'm so grateful, Pam, that you made it. I know early morning. Is it early morning there? I know that there's often other things going on. I think it's on Friday that's so early in Alberta compared to the East Coast. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. I don't know when coyote mating season is, but that's good to know. So here's your last call for gratitudes. Last call to say what you're grateful for. Last call to say what your intentions are for this week. If you use the energy of the group, it helps. Whether you're on the replay or live, put it on in those comments and we will be present to them throughout the week. So we've learned a lot this week about coyotes and health and dogs. We've met my little dog friends. Um, we we know that many of us have these really cool umbrellas. We learned about that we can be saying prayers for Kay and Rose Cat, who's getting a CT scan tomorrow. And I'm also grateful. Oh, mid-morning. Okay. I'm grateful to know nice folks like these are here. So thank you all for being here. It's mid-morning in Alberta. I think I said that. I hope you all have a great week. We'll be back here next Monday. I'm not sure where I'll be. I might be in Brookville next Monday. Brookville, Pennsylvania. So we'll wait and see. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. And I look forward each and every time that I get to see you. Puts a smile on my face that I like to keep there as much as possible. So thank you. Thank you. And we'll catch you on the next video and the next live. Take good care. Bye, everyone.